What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Beyond Meat. I want to go over some of the data points, break it down on what is really moving it and why it might be a good time to potentially get in. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So Beyond Meat during the pre-market is down 0.78%, but it is holding up fairly well. So I know a lot of people don't generally like the technicals, but as far as today, $1.25, that's going to be a key support. If it does break below that, then you could see more further consolidation. But during the pre-market, this $1.25 is holding up. So throughout the trading day as well, so kind of just watch for that. But with the data that just came out, things might get very interesting for Beyond Meat. And I think in general, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes whenever you go over and you feel it's going to go a certain direction, it just goes polar opposite. And that's largely because of this right here. So these are some of the transactions that did occur, for instance, on the dark pool above $100,000. And shorts are playing a very weird game. So yesterday, shorts did increase almost about 3 to 4 million shares. So they are trying to really double down and suppress Beyond Meat. So they're being very strategic with how they do things. So that usually is a good indication that whoever is shorting Beyond Meat is kind of not an amateur. But with today's data points right here, so there was actually a couple, mind you, but mortgage applications came in at negative 1.4, mortgage market index 313, and then ADP employment came in at negative 32,000. None of that is good. So that most likely is going to change the narrative of this right here. So this is the likelihood of a cut for the upcoming December 10th meeting. And this did have a nice jump to about 88.8% of a likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. So in general, this is going to really fuel the broader market. And so in turn, it's going to increase people's appetite for risk. So as I've indicated, I do believe that Beyond Meat's a very big momentum play. And if you have people's appetite for risk increasing, then you will see more capital get in. So it's kind of a beautiful life cycle. But nonetheless, moral of the story is Beyond Meat could get very interesting price action and you could see a nice secondary run. There hasn't really been that much in news associated to the company lately, no SEC filings or anything, so it has been very speculative even when it did have that very impressive run the last couple of trading days. There wasn't really any articles, any news, or anything that really justified that, aside from just abnormal buying. And as I even did a video that day, it was about 1 or 2 transactions that really kickstarted all of that prompted algorithmic trading to really move higher. So that, again, kind of shows that it doesn't take that much to really move a stock that is driven by algorithmic trading. All you need is some abnormal buying and AI will pick up on some kind of something is coming type of mentality and start to really push the stock price higher. So at the end of the day, definitely interesting things are coming, but most likely you just need to really watch for that $1.25. Like I said, if it does break below that, then you could see some further consolidation because 104 would be that strong support. Aside from all that, during the pre-market, shorts are already returning 739,000 shares. So this is where, again, if you kind of look at the intraday right here, they are very, very active. So this blue dotted line is from yesterday. So they are all over the place. At the peak, they were increasing about 7.4 million shares yesterday. And then they return right into kind of the close. And then they increase during after hours. So they are very, very active. One thing to take note of though, 22.96% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 101.1 million shares overall being shorted. I did see some comments in my last Beyond Meat video, and actually many of my Beyond Meat videos, saying that Ortex information is not correct. So this 22.96% is created by this right here. So they're using 440.32 million for the free float shares. So again, if you do believe that that number is not correct, then yes, Ortex would be incorrect. So it's all dependent on this number right here and if you feel that's accurate. So you guys do your own due diligence and all the other fun stuff. But aside from that though, based on the options, you see a little bit more upside. So the bulls are still feeling that between $1.50 to $2 is realistic by this upcoming Friday. And you see some more bullish ones as well, but the consensus is between $1.50 and $2. Bears are anticipating for it to consolidate back to that dollar range or sub $1. So it's all going to come down to the data, but in my opinion, because of this negative data, that's going to really hype up the broader market. Because of the potential for a rate cut. So let me know your general thoughts. If there is some big developments that does happen with Beyond Meat today, such as news or something groundbreaking coming from Trump or the administration, I'll do a follow-up video again if necessary. So let me know your general thoughts on Beyond Meat. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto. Put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades, worthwhile to pop over there and check that out. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.